Do you guys think the Bears should draft Caleb Williams instead of sticking with Justin Fields? I'll start here because I know you're a big Justin Fields guy, Jack, or at least keeping him for if you're a Bears fan. If I were in the Bears position right now, if I were rooting for Chicago, we have a lot of friends who are Bears fans. Ziggy and I, after going to school out west in Indiana, Weston Dell. I'm putting myself in his mindset. You're entering year 4 now of Justin Fields, and I just want to ask you: Are you confident in him to go out and win a game? Do you trust him to go and win a game with his arm? And he's explosive, he's fun, he's all of that.
I don't trust Caleb
He's
Williams.
captivating, but at the end of the day, do you have faith in him? And I really think the answer is no for most Bears fans. If you're going to sit down and be honest with yourself, and you might say, look, we ended 5-3. We were hot at the end of the year. The defense was coming on, and I agree. Bears played much better football at the end of the year, but they only beat the Panthers. They beat the Vikings with Josh Dobbs, the Cardinals, the Falcons. Lions was a good win. It wasn't, these were good wins, but it didn't blow me away. Justin Fields didn't blow me away in these games, even though they were some of the better games of his career. But here's where I want to get to is, okay, let's say Fields is okay. What's the plan? Like, he's not going to blow up and be a top 10 quarterback in the league. I just can't see that happening. So what are you going to do after that? You're not going to be picking in the top 5 again, likely, or even top 10 maybe. You're not going to have the chance at a generational quarterback like Caleb Williams could be. And now you're going to have to go and pay Fields because he's going to be entering a contract year soon. I just think it's a huge roll of the dice to put that much faith in Fields when the Caleb Williams selection lines up perfectly with the window you have right now. Like, it's perfect with the building up the defense and the offense.
If you draft Williams, can you still keep Fields?
Or you trade him for a second rounder?
No, I keep Fields. How do you trust a guy who threw 5 picks against Notre Dame? Like, Justin Fields, he's got potentially shown improvement. Why not draft Marvin Harrison, get him Marvin Harrison, DJ Moore?
I understand. I understand why people like that. What's wrong, Ziggy?
Caleb Williams had a good game against Notre Dame. You can go and watch the tape. He played just fine.
No, he didn't.
Well, I don't think.
He was
go watch the tape.
We don't need to get on one game, but Caleb Williams was not good.
I don't trust Caleb. Like, you talk about trusting Justin Fields. I don't trust Caleb Williams.
As a passer, though, you have to like Caleb Williams more than Justin Fields.
I think there's so many risks to Caleb Williams.
No, there are risks. There are risks.
Justin Fields is a guy who now he knows the system. He's their QB.
It's the same conversation as last year.
But who has he had in Chicago? I think Justin Fields now with DJ Moore.
He had him last year.
But now DJ Moore and Marvin Harrison Jr.
Justin Fields has not significantly improved as a passer in his time in the NFL. Here's what you do. You trade down with the Commanders. You take whatever quarterback they don't take. Enjoy your future first.
Actually,
roll the dice on whatever quarterback prospect there is. Keep Justin Fields and see what happens. And if Justin Fields magically improves and becomes a star, just trade the quarterback you drafted for a bunch of firsts.
A lot of people are saying if Ryan Poles doesn't completely fleece the Commanders, you're missing out because the Commanders can go, they probably want to go up and get their guy. They want their quarterback of the future. And whether it's Drake May, Jayden Daniels, or Caleb Williams, I wouldn't be surprised if they're willing to give some to go up. And if you're Chicago and you really don't seem to, I'm pretty confident they're going to take Caleb Williams. But if they go back to 2, and you can even go back again if you want. I mean, the Bears are in a really nice situation. It's just a matter of will they F up their selections. I mean, that's possible.
It's also so easy to look at somebody playing college. I remember Justin Fields in college. Dude was amazing.
Yeah, but here's the problem. We've seen a bunch of evidence. Justin Fields is never going to be a good quarterback in the NFL. We haven't seen that evidence of the quarterback prospect.
But Jack, you like American Idol, right? You like Katy Perry? You like American Idol, those shows?
Yeah.
When someone walks out and sings, you know pretty quickly whether or not they're a good singer. When these quarterbacks now step in, CJ Stroud, it didn't take very long to say, okay, this guy is good.
I liked what I saw from Justin Fields this past season.
Yeah, you liked it.
I thought he was solid before he got hurt.
I would have liked to see him become a net positive passer in the NFL, and that didn't happen.
I think with MHJ, he does. I think you give him DJ Moore.
Jack, have you ever heard of Bayes' theorem? I've asked this a few times. Have you ever heard of Bayes' theorem?
I'm not. No.
Yeah. No, it figures. That's why you have this take.
I mean, if it were up to Jack, Kenny Pickett would be.
Ask any Bears fan on the planet. They agree with me.
I know. Yeah. And you know what? Their best quarterback is Sid Luckman. I'm not any Bears fan who says anything
I'm not taking someone who goes 6-6 and leads the team to the Holiday Bowl.
It's pretty funny.
No way. Number one.
Wouldn't have taken Patrick Mahomes. He went 5-7. Guys.
It's pretty funny. This show.
I wouldn't have. And I would have been dead wrong. But I was right about Bryce Young, and I'm right about Caleb Williams, too.
I feel like one thing that we've always been very good on this show is we don't resort to the ESPN like hot takes yelling. But this is one of the first times.
It's because Jack refuses to reason about the NFL draft. It's just great character.
Hold on. I was so right about Bryce Young. And I know I'm so right about Caleb Williams, too. Justin Fields is better than Caleb Williams will be.
It's funny you say, ask any Bears fan. I mean, when Jay Cutler is like the bar for what Bears fans are, why would I listen to any Bears fan ever talk about a quarterback?
Jay Cutler and Brandon Marshall and Matt Forte, that team was
We got to get off this. We got to get off
okay.
this, man.
Okay, that was a good team.
They were fine. The overrated team that shouldn't have got to the NFC.
Fine, take Caleb Williams. So they got their 6 picks against Notre Dame. Sure, have fun.
I love the number keeps going up. That was a great game. We actually rushed the field at that game. At Lions 1957 says, every year it seems like we see a team go from worst to first in their division. What teams could you see continuing this trend? In the AFC, you have the Patriots, Chargers, Bengals, and Titans. In the NFC, you have the Commanders, Cardinals, Bears, and Panthers. I'm going to take the Bengals off because I feel like that's kind of cheap.
That's like a cop-out answer.
With Burrow.
Yeah.
It has to be the Chargers, right? Bringing in Harbaugh, Justin Herbert's there already. I mean, that division's not good outside of Kansas City, but again, it's Kansas City.
I don't think so.
No, who are you going with?
Honest. So here's the thing. Here's why the Chargers have the best case on paper, but you know what it would take for the Chargers to win their division? It would require the Chiefs to lose their division, and that is just not happening.
All right, so who are you going with? I'm nixing the Bengals. So you have the Titans, the Patriots, the Commanders, Cardinals, Bears, and Panthers. There are two more that I kind of italicized.
Bears.
So teams that have a realistic chance, I think the Titans have to be there. I liked what we saw from Will Levis. I think the division there's going to be a lot of teams beating up on one another. There's a chance for the Titans just win some of their divisional games like they do and sneak through.
Worst quarterback, new coach.
Levis looked good. He could definitely improve. A new coach could change how things are done. Like I think there's a look, Paul. Here's what you're going to do. You are going to list lots of reasons they're not going to turn things around. Every team at the bottom, there's lots of reasons to think they won't turn things around, and we just never know what's going to happen.
I actually like this. Is going to sound crazy here. I think that, given how horrible the NFC South is, that the Panthers would have a shot if Bryce Young turns it.
Yeah, the Panthers are not a bad choice either.
Yeah, I would say the Panthers. I even think that the Bears go and get Caleb Williams, and that offense improves a little. There's a world where Chicago could win the North.
No, for me, it's the Bears. What were they? They were 7-10 this year. Showed some promise in some games, but
towards the end of the year, the defense really came on.
Yeah, this team, they beat the Lions once pretty bad, had them beat twice, choked in Detroit.
It's a good team. It's a good team.
Yeah, it's a solid team. Green Bay could have been a flash in the pan. Minnesota, you never know. Probably the Bears.